Welcome back. Now we're going to take a closer look at step 2, how we copy the Join Microsoft Teams meeting link from the meeting event we created in our Outlook calendar and post it in our Google Classroom so that our students can join the meeting. So again, here I am in Outlook on the web in my calendar view, and I'm simply going to find that Teams meeting event that we created in the last video. I'll double click to open that event so that I can see all of the details. Here I will find the Join Microsoft Teams meeting link. I'm going to simply right click on Join Microsoft Teams meeting and select Copy Link Address. Again, I simply right click on Join Microsoft Teams meeting and select Copy Link Address. Now I'm going to leave this tab open. We're going to come back to it at the end of the video, and I'm going to go ahead and switch to my Google Classroom that I have open in a new tab. Once I'm inside my Google Classroom, I'm going to click on the Classwork tab, and I'm going to click Create to start a new post. Now I could select assignment, I could select material. In this case, I'm going to select assignment, and I'm going to start by giving this a specific title. I'm also going to provide a few instructions on how students can join the Teams meeting with the provided link in Microsoft Teams Online. Once I have added in the title and the instructions, I'm going to simply click Add and select Link in order to attach the link for the Teams meeting. Now I can do that from my keyboard by simply clicking or holding down Control V, and that pastes that link in the link field, and I simply click Add Link. Notice that that gets added and it says Join Conversation, and you see the long Microsoft Teams meeting link underneath. All right, now before we assign this, I want to point out a few things. Number one, notice that I can choose to assign this to all students so that all students in the class will have the Join Teams meeting link. Or if I click on the drop down, notice that I can select specific students who I'd like to be a part of this Teams meeting. So maybe I'm hosting a breakout meeting or a small group meeting. I can go ahead and select individuals or specific students. Next, I can organize my posts by adding them to topics that I've created. So let's go ahead and create a topic. And now I can either click Assign, or if I click the drop down, notice that I can schedule this post to be assigned at a later time and date. Let's go back and click Assign, and there it's been added inside the topic Class Meetings in my Classwork tab. Students will be able to join the Teams meeting by simply opening up Google Classroom and clicking on this link in the assignment post. Let's go back to that Teams meeting event scheduled in our calendar. So again, I'm here in my Outlook calendar, and I'm simply going to double click on that Welcome Back Class Meeting Teams meeting event. Now, I would recommend before you start the meeting, make sure you come down below the Join Microsoft Teams meeting link and click on Meeting Options. When you click on Meeting Options, you will be taken to the Microsoft Teams Meeting Options landing page where you will see details about your class meeting. Under Meeting Options, where it says Who can bypass the lobby, notice that by default it's set to people in my organization. That means that anyone signed in with their Office 365 account is able to simply join the meeting with the link right from the lobby without having to be admitted. If you want students to have to wait in the lobby for you to admit them, simply come here and click on People in My Organization and select Only Me. Also, notice that by default, who can present is set to only me. That's because when we created the Microsoft Teams class meeting, we only invited ourselves to the meeting. If you want other teachers to have permissions to present, you would want to add their names or emails to the invite field when you're creating the event in your calendar. Keep in mind that you can always update and manage these permissions and meeting options right from inside a Microsoft Teams meeting while it's happening. And don't forget to click save once you do set those meeting options.